Hi, it's Romella here from Essential Oils for the Frazzled and romella.co.uk and Create Family Calm. I wanted to do a little video to share some information about doTERRA, which is an essential oil company that I use. I am a wellness advocate for them, so I speak to people and share the oils with them, teach them a little bit about essential oils and how they can use them, empower people to choose the oils that they want and to buy them, become customers, or if they want to get a wholesale account or to become a wellness advocate. But really, I'm here to empower people with information about essential oils and how they can make amazing differences to your life and those of the people around you. So firstly, I've been using the doTERRA oils for probably about 18 months, first came across them, and I was just bowled over by the scent of the lavender. It smelled so strong and so beautiful, so unlike any other lavender oil that I'd ever come across in the past. So that was really the start of my journey, and since then I am investigating a lot more. I'm trialing things with myself and my family. I use a couple of blends. I use a blend called Balance, which is their grounding blend, on myself, and Serenity as well, which is a positive calming blend. So that's used a lot with children. I also have it in the diffuser necklace as well, so I can sniff it whenever the need arises. I use them within illnesses. So my daughter's been off sick today with a poorly tummy. Just keeps moaning that her tummy's a bit sore. So I've been using their blend called Digest Zen, which is their digestive blend, on the soles of her feet to support her digestive system. And so far so good. There's also another blend called On Guard, which is their sort of a support blend, a cleansing blend. And I have that going in the diffuser so that we are breathing that in. And also I feel it sort of coats everything, the On Guard, because what it's doing is it's it's cleansing the air that we're all breathing, so that if she has got a little virus, as opposed to just a tummy hurt, then we are protecting ourselves from catching it, because quite frankly, there's some nasty things going around at school at the moment, and I don't want them anywhere near this house. So taking no chances. The On Guard is out, it's being diffused. I have a little roller ball that I've made up with just a couple of drops of the On Guard. I'm slathering that on my son's feet, my feet, hubby's feet, as well as my daughter's feet as well, because the feet are a great place to put the essential oils, because the pores are bigger, the skin is thicker, so you're less likely to get any sensitivity. And within about 4 or 5 seconds, the oils are in the bloodstream, and within 20 minutes they are full all through the body. So they are amazing things, essential oils. So that's how I'm using my oils at the moment. I'm looking into how I can support my children and their well-being, their calmness, their balance, as well as mine. I share them with clients. I use them in my therapies. So when I do an energy work, I usually have something like Serenity going, which is a calming blend just to calm the energies down. And then I might use a bit of the grounding blend, just on my feet, on my hands, on their feet, just at the end, just to bring them down and make sure they're nicely grounded and fully with us. I use them with meditation. I use them when I'm doing recording. So either if I've had a sore throat last week, so I had some lemon and some honey, and that really helped soothe my throat and clear that up. I've just used one for inspiring me, for getting me focused and doing this video, and that's the bergamot. It just really fires me up and gets me going. It's a citrus one, so citrus are all about uplifting the mood, so it's really quite zingy and gets me going and gets me focused. So I have uppers and I have downers that I use quite significantly to keep that balance and calm, depending what I'm doing and what the family's doing, and like I say, with illness as well. I just love the doTERRA. So that's a quick intro to me and how I use the oils. What I want to do is just share a bit more information with you, and talk you through a little piece of marketing literature. So from doTERRA, so just bear with me a second. So I'm just going to bring this up. Okay, so doTERRA means gift of the earth. They are an amazing essential oil company who are absolutely focused on purity of essential oils and affecting where the oils of the plants are actually grown as well. So they are a well-rounded company with their heart in the right place, is how I feel about them. So firstly, essential oils, as you say, so we've got what are essential oils? Well, basically they are found in and created from seeds, the bark, the stems, the roots, the flowers, or other parts of plants or herbs. Okay, so they are a natural product. They are then processed to then be created into these 100% certified pure therapeutic grade oils. They are naturally occurring volatile aromatic compounds. Now what this means is that they are natural, they are nature's recipes, they are solutions that nature has produced to protect the plant or for the plant to do something. And we are harnessing the natural components in an oil like the doTERRA one. They protect the plant against environmental threats, so they might stop somebody an animal eating it, they might help it grow, they might attract, so if you think about lavender and things, they're going to attract the bees. So they have got beneficial properties for the plant, and yeah, and that's obviously why they're there. They are highly concentrated when they're distilled for their purity, their potency, and their efficiency. So this means that the oils, like a 1 drop of peppermint oil is the same as 28 cups of peppermint tea. Okay, so that's quite a significant amount. So they are 50 to 80% stronger or more concentrated than herbs alone. So again, when you use something like an oregano, you wouldn't even use a drop of oregano in your spag bowl. You would literally just pop a drop, dip your cocktail stick in and use the little bit that was attached to that. So they are really highly concentrated. And this is really important in the way that doTERRA use them and recommends and say that you can use them. I'm going to talk about purity in a minute, but that's really, really important. So they've been using essential oils for, it's not a new age thing. I hate the term new age. It's not new age. It's been around, you know, they've been eating berries and eating and using plants back down to the cavemen. You know, so historically, you know, the essential oils are used within food preparation, within beauty treatments, and within healthcare practices as well. And the essential oils now, they are becoming more mainstream, and doTERRA's aim is to have what they call a healer in every home. So for every home to have a collection of high quality essential oils that the family can use to support their well-being. So whether it's a headache, whether it's a stomach ache, whether it's something more serious, whether it's an emotional issue, whether it's a sleep issue, there will be an oil or a blend of oils that can be used as like basically a first aid kit, a family physician kit, if you like. And this is what doTERRA is aiming for everyone to, I guess, to move away from the taking your paracetamol and things and look perhaps at natural solutions. So a couple of examples we've got there is the wild orange, which is one of my favourite oils. It's one of the cheap oils that doTERRA do. It's great for cleansing and purifying the home. So you can use the citrus ones for cleansing, so in the cleaning in the kitchen. The wild orange is lovely in a diffuser because it cleanses the air and it lifts the mood. It's a very uplifting oil, and that's how I use it. So I'll use it when the kids come home from school, so I don't want them to slump. So I used to make the mistake of putting nice calm ones in the diffuser. That was not a good idea because all that did is so I made them slump, sent them grumpy, and then they had a spike just when I didn't want them. So I now use the wild orange, sometimes with wild orange and peppermint, to uplift the energy and the home when they come home from school. And then we'll change on to a more calming one towards the bedtime hour. Frankincense is turning out to be my best my best new oil. It's known as the king of oils, and it is fabulous. It is good for so many different areas. I'm using it more and more to balance my hormones, to balance my emotions. If I have a headache or something's coming along, then I do tend to pop it on my head. I have a rollerball in it, along with lavender and geranium, I think it is, which is my personal blend that I wear just like a perfume. It's great for promoting relaxation, supports healthy cellular function, and many skin products will have a frankincense oil in them because it's great for wrinkles. So that's just 2 little essential oils. I mean, remember, peppermint is one of the most popular oils with doTERRA. You've got lemon, so oregano. Tea tree is another one that's really popular to use at home. It's great if you have little visitors coming from school with your children that need to, and you don't want them, then the tea tree, a couple of drops in some water, squirted or added to the conditioner or shampoo will sort it out and stop them coming back again. So the oils, there's a huge range of oils that you can use. So I use 2 books. Let me just grab them to show you. These are my, you've got these out before. I've only got a small. So this one is called Modern Essentials, and it's like a Bible of essential oils. It's not written by doTERRA, but it's written about doTERRA products. So it has all the information about the single oils and all the information about the blends. And then it has a fabulous section for looking up your well-being needs and giving suggestions about which oils would be good and how to use them, because that's the important thing, because and how to, which blends might work as well. So Modern Essentials is my go-to Bible that I will work with clients and in my classes. And the other one is The Essential Life. And again, this one looks at different elements, different ailments. It's got cleaning information in here, so how to make cleaners, how to cope with stress. So this one is, where's it got? Tells you what stress is all about. It tells you about useful essential oils. It gives you a sleepy time massage rub, which sounds fabulous. A stop snoring blend as well, because bedtime tea, something to quieten the mind, which is the grounding blend and calming blend on the feet and neck. So it's a really good tools that I use. So that's how I work with the oils myself. So the next section is why doTERRA essential oils. Now, I've mentioned before about their purity, and this is absolutely key with doTERRA. They are known as certified pure therapeutic grade essential oils. So what does this mean? Well, there isn't a standard. There is no standard for essential oils and their purity. Okay, so this is really important. So there's lots of essential oils out there that are synthetic. So if you're going to buy them from the pound shop, they're going to be synthetic. They're going to be chemical versions of the essential oils. So they might smell like it, but they're not going to have any of the therapeutic benefits in there. And that's really important. So if you're using an oil to support your well-being or your emotions, you want to make sure it has got the therapeutic chemistry within there. So it's the pure product that you're using and not a synthetic smell. Lavender is a good example that you can get really cheap lavender oils, but they are just the synthetic smell of the lavender. They're going to be fine if you're going to just stick them in the washing machine or on your bedding, but really they're not going to do anything to enhance your sleep because they don't have the therapeutic benefits still within the oil. So what does doTERRA do that's different? Well, they source from a global network of growers, so they make sure that the oils that they buy are produced where they are grown locally. So they're not on massive farms over in America. They are grown, the lemon comes from Italy, the tea tree comes from Australia, etc., etc. So they grow where they are native. So they're going to grow to the best, in the best locations. They work with the growers to ensure that they are grown without the fertilizers and without chemicals, that they are processed in that way. And then they are rigorously tested for their purity and their potency, to see how strong they are, and to ensure that there's no nasties in this, there's no chemicals, there's no fertilizers, there's no fillers, there's no artificial ingredients in there, and no contaminants from either the growing process or the processing side. So they are, and that's why they call them certified pure therapeutic grade. So this means that they are tested within doTERRA, and they are tested by third party as well. On the bottom of the bottles, I don't know if you can see that, there's a number. There's a website you can go to. I think it's source2u.com. And that website, you enter in that little batch number, and it will bring you up all the information about this bottle. So the test, where it was grown, what testings happened to it, what are the results, etc., etc. There is complete visibility with doTERRA oils, which I think is just amazing. And they test beyond anything else that is out there at the moment. So that's a certified pure therapeutic grade. So it's a really pure essential oil that you're getting. And we'll just go over here to the co-impact sourcing. So like I said, they go where the plants grow natively. They work in partnerships with the farmers and the growers. They sometimes build distilleries, or they work with the distilleries that are there. They organise the growers into cooperatives, that they create job, they improve income. They build in those areas as well. So they build the community. I believe they've built schools as well. So they've gone out and they're working directly with the farmers. So there's no middleman here. There's no essential oil market that they're going to buy from. They know. And this is why they have the purity, because it's co-impact sourcing. So they're working with the growers to ensure that the product is 100% right from the word go. So this is really important. But also this co-impact sourcing is good because it's supporting many of the poorer areas. So I can't remember where. Vetiver is from the root of the vetiver plant is used to create the vetiver essential oil, which is a really good one for sleep. And it's grown in Haiti. And in Haiti, there was I can't remember if it's hurricane or some natural disaster going back a little while. And doTERRA went out, they helped support them through it. And they are back producing the vetiver oil. So that is the difference that it makes. The co-impact is that doTERRA are there to support the growers as well as to support the users. So it's the whole spectrum that they are working with. And they also work with charities, so the Healing Hands Foundation as well. They work with to donate money to so we can buy charity products for them so that they can keep doing their good work as well. So like I mentioned before, empowering solutions there. What does that mean? Well, like doTERRA want to have a healer in every home. They would love people to be able to help themselves through natural solutions. So they provide a health conscious individuals with safe and natural alternatives. So if you think about how you use your medicines at home, we don't think twice about going to get a paracetamol or an ibuprofen, or if the kids are a little bit ill, giving them some Calpol. We reach for the Rennies or the Gaviscon, which I think when I was pregnant, we used to gulping the Gaviscon down. We do that because we believe that is safe. But what this is saying is actually there are natural solutions to those as well. If you've got a headache, then lavender and peppermint can be a great thing, or the wild orange as well, on the head or on the reflexology points is a really good solution. So there are natural solutions out there through essential oils. They can be used for a wide range of emotional and physical wellness applications. There are very few side effects, and this is why you do need the book, because you do need to follow the instructions. So some of them, like the citrus ones, have a skin sensitivity. So if you wouldn't want to have a massage or apply this all over your body and then go out in the sun, because you'd be more susceptible to sunburn. So there are things to be aware of, but the books and the information on the website will tell you all of this. and also, there's guidelines for how much you would use for an adult for daily use or for occasional use, or for children, and even babies. If you follow the instructions, then you will be doing it safely. So really, 1 drop is all you need. So 1 drop of lavender on your feet before bed. Within sort of 4 or 5 seconds, it's starting to enter the bloodstream. 20 minutes, it's the therapeutic benefits are, the oil is in every cell, because it can cross over. Because it's an oil, it can cross over through the cell membrane and actually get into the cells. So that therapeutic benefit is happening within 20 minutes. When it's been finished, it's just going to be excreted and processed through the liver and the kidneys, and leave the body completely naturally. But 1 drop is all you need, because of the potency and the purity of the essential oils. So the next one I'm just going to look at is how do I use essential oils? There are 3 ways that you can use doTERRA oils. Now, one of these is maybe felt to be controversial, but it is because the essential oils are pure. Okay, and this is really important, and I'll show you something more about the internal. But aromatic is one that we pretty much all use. Diffusers, applying to the back of the hands, breathing in, perhaps a tissue or a drop on your pillow, and we're breathing it in. And that's a brilliant way to do it, because we're breathing it in, it's going to the limbic system and causing the calming effects, or whatever effects are desired. It cleanses the air, purifies the air, like I said, with the on guard. So when there's a bit of sickness in the house, or we might use breathe if it's a cold, or on guard if it's some sort of nasty that's coming. And that's a really good way to do it. What I don't do anymore is use oil burners, because the heat of the oil burner will remove the therapeutic benefit of the oils. Wish I'd known that years ago. I've had, pretty much for the last 30 years of my life, I've been using essential oils through a oil burner, and thinking, but obviously they weren't as pure as these, especially when I was a student. But obviously I wasn't getting any therapeutic benefit of them. I was just getting the smell from them, really. So don't use an oil burner. What you need is a diffuser, which the plate in it vibrates at a very high frequency and vibrates the molecules, and then there's a cold steam that comes out the top of them. So that's a great way to fill a room, and to affect a lot of people. Like I say, if there's an illness or something in the family, having a diffuser going in the sitting room means that 4 people are breathing it in. So a few drops of oil at about 8p a drop is an average. It's not a great deal of money to be spending on supporting that, as opposed to putting a couple of drops on each person's foot. Then it's a good way to do it. So aromatic. I'm going to say topical is the next way. So obviously we think about massage. So applying it, creating a blend, massaging it across our body, applying it perhaps to the back of the neck, temples, pulse points, that sort of thing. Topical, again, feet are a great way of applying the oils, because what happens then is so the skin is thicker on our soles of our feet, so there's less chance of sensitivity happening. The pores are bigger as well, so the oils are able to pass through quicker. And we can link the feet and hands to our reflexology points, so to the energy points and the meridians within the body. So using a reflexology map, you can apply, if it's a headache, applying the oil to the thumb or to the big toe is where that reflexology point is. The digestive system, again, we can do the lungs if we've got a breathing problem across on the feet. So again, we can link in different energy systems, so the essential oil and the reflexology topically, so that energetically it's going to the right places. So topical is a great way of getting oils and using them. If you do need to dilute them, then doTERRA have this fabulous fractionated coconut oil, which it's been processed, so it's not a greasy oil. Again, it's a therapeutic grade. So I make a lot of ball bottles out of this, which then the children can just use and apply. So my daughter's got a little Serenity one, which she applies to her feet at bedtime. She thinks that's great because she can do it herself. So if she doesn't fall asleep straight away, she'll put a bit more on. And that's, it's completely safe for her to do that. Okay, the third way to use essential oils is internal. Like I said, this one is can be felt to be controversial by a lot of people. Old school in Britain, we never advise taking oils internally. Over in France, they take their oils internally. That's how they use them. So, but again, there has not been an oil like this. So doTERRA have been going for about 8 years. There has only been in the last 8 years an essential oil that has the purity that it can be, certified pure therapeutic grade. Because if you think about a lot of the flavourings that we have in food, you know, it's a lot of it is synthetic. Again, it's chemicals, it's pretend, it's not a natural product. So you know, we've used herbs and things within our food for millennia. Okay, so, but also you know, some of the oils you can take internally, obviously with care and following instructions. So if I just show you this one, this here, you can read it. It says essential oil supplement facts. Okay, and if it has that on it, it means that through the testing, and providing there's no contraindications, providing there's no reasons why you couldn't take it, you could take a drop of that internally if you wanted to. So, and you can get veggie caps and make your own little nutrition systems in there if you wanted to. So that's the internal. So some of them you can use in food, like I said with the oregano, just a little cocktail stick and stir through your spag bowl. You can take some of them internally for nutritional benefits or to support your well-being and health benefits. doTERRA also have a huge range of dietary supplements that can be used for, and that's all about bringing that body into balance. So for targeted wellness, they are those as well. So they're the three main ways. So for me, I use a diffuser. I have been known to stick a tissue, put some oil on a tissue and stick it by a radiator or by the fan in the car if my car diffuser is not working. And I always apply topically. I've always got rollerballs on me, usually a lavender one, or my sort of lavender, frankincense, geranium one as well, just to balance me and hormone me. I have ones for breathe, so if anyone has a cold or something coming along, or was having a cough or a problem with the breathing, then we use that to support that as well. So there's three more blends on the bottom there. We have the doTERRA Breathe, I've just been mentioning. That's about maintaining a good respiratory system, and that can help with sleep as well. So diffusing that at bedtime, if people do have a cold, a cough, it can help ease their breathing so they're not waking themselves. The doTERRA On Guard is one that I use a lot. Like I say, this is about a healthy immune and respiratory function again. And this is one we use whenever the kids come home with something from school, or the startings of something from school. And touch wood, we usually don't end up with it because we put these other things in place. Another one is Deep Blue, and Deep Blue is for muscles and joints. So, and it's really good to use after exercise. If you've got a strain or a sore muscle. My parents use it with their arthritis as well, and it can be really supportive for that. So that's a few of the blends. Let me move this up. Oops. Okay, so this one is how do I establish a foundation for optimal health? So this is thinking about really how can you move forward with doTERRA. So this is I've told you a bit about how you can use the oils. For me, the next stage, if I'm doing a class or talking to people, would be to ask people, what are your 3 top health goals at the moment? How long have you had these goals? What products? What are you using? Why are they concerning you? What difference would that make to your life if you could resolve that issue? And then we will go through the Modern Essentials book and go through this book and just have a look and see what might help them. But it's all about empowering the other person, so they would be the one flicking through the book and looking them up. So it's not a prescription that somebody would get from me. It's a empowering state that they can use this book and the essential oils from doTERRA to sort out and I get some ideas about what they can use to support themselves. So there are a lot of supplements that they offer which provide sort of essential nutrients and metabolic factors, so things that can improve your health, your energy, your longevity, your hormonal balance as well. Some of them, the deep blue one there, so that's a great one if you do have aches and pains, to support your joint and function. So there's lots of different things to look at. So the supplements are not in this book, but there's lots of information that doTERRA provide regarding those. So it's a case of thinking about what are your goals, and what might you be interested in looking at, what might you want to try as an alternative to what you've been doing at the moment. And I think that's the big thing for people. It's they don't want to be pumping their kids full of antibiotics, or if they are on the autistic spectrum, they don't want to be looking at the medical pumping of chemicals. Certainly I don't, to support my child, because that's not going to solve the problem at all. But what I do is I look through here and see what essential oils I could be using to support them. So it might be some really good vitamins, it might be some omega-3, 6 and 9, and it might be some essential oils to place on at night time to help with that calming down. So it's a great way to think about, well, what are my issues and what are my alternatives? And that's really what you're looking at and empowering yourself to do. So how do I purchase doTERRA oil? So if there is something you're interested in or you want to find out more, then get in contact with me. I'd love to talk to you. You can buy retail prices through the mydoterra.com/Romella webpage. And you can just buy one-off things, that's absolutely fine. You can go and trial something. And the price, they're retail prices. Alternatively, you can sign up to a wholesale account. So if you think about it like a Costco account for essential oils, it costs around about, I think it's about 25 quid. So like a Costco membership, and then you get your discount. Then every time, anything you want to buy, you get 25% off that. So 25% off if you have a wholesale account. The next path, the alternative to that one is, so you can just use the oils obviously for yourself and your own well-being, depending on what's going on with you at the moment. You can have a wholesale account and take advantage of discounts, and there's no commitment to buy anything. It's an annual fee, so if you the essential oils, they are more expensive than basic, the ones you're going to get in your chemists, and certainly than the ones in supermarkets and things, because of the purity. So you need to be sure that what you're taking is pure, and so this certified pure therapeutic grade is absolutely key, really, for that. So you can have the wholesale account, and the third way is to actually sign up and become through a full account with them, which is called a wellness advocate, and that way you can still get the 25% off the retail prices. There's a members loyalty reward program, which means if you spend 125 PV a month before the 15th of the month, you get usually a free 5 ml bottle or a free rollerball, depending on what they've got on offer. And you also get product points, which again means that you can get free oils moving forward. So in the last last 6 months, I think I've had a free hair gel, and I'm going to be ordering myself a free sandalwood oil, which is about 60 quid's worth of oil. So I wouldn't buy that at £60, but getting it free through my points is a really good way for me to do that. The wellness advocates, you can do it with just for yourself. You can share it with friends, and they can then, with a wellness advocate, you'd have a website, so you could then share that with friends, and they could then buy through you, so you get a bit of residual income from every sale that people buy. Or you can look to build your team and look to take out the doTERRA out to the world, and share it with your community, building yourself an income as well. So there's lots of different alternatives to move you forward there. just trying to, oh, there we go. So yeah, that's a little introduction there to the essential oils and through to the doTERRA offering. So there's lots of information about how to use them, and there's price lists as well. You can buy different kits. So this kit here with the diffuser is a really popular one. Which there's a family physician kit which has 8 oils and blends that you can then use here. And Belix, yeah, doesn't have. It's pretty much got all the oils you're going to need to get yourself going until you start looking at specialist things. There's different supplement ones as well. So there's lots and lots of different ways to approach it if you want to go down the wellness advocate route, and either do it so that you can share them with yourselves, or you can get the discounts and get the benefits of the free oils as well. So I hope you found that useful. I love the essential oils. I love the doTERRA oils particularly. I've been into essential oils since I was 18, or beyond that. I was 16 when I first started getting into essential oils, and using them as you do. But I really love how doTERRA have taken it that step further forward, and they've put the science behind it. And that's the good thing about doTERRA, is the testing and the science that they have to prove that the oils are what they say they are, and that they do what they say. They've got a lot of tests going on with things, working with hospitals in both UK and America with the On Guard, looking at it with the MRSA issue that crops up quite regularly in hospitals, and using the On Guard has really improved the MRSA outbreaks in the hospitals where they've been doing some trialling. So there's going to be lots of information coming out about that, and doTERRA work with these institutions to get the validity. They work with doctors to get that validity, that information, that science that we all want to know that it is what it says it is. So if you have any questions or you want to know more, please just contact me. I will happily speak with you on a one-to-one basis. Yeah, come and, we could do it over the internet. We could do it face to face if you're local to me, and we can talk you through the oils, and we can talk through your 3 aims, and how you can buy them. If you're thinking you'd quite like the idea of working with doTERRA as a wellness advocate, then please get in contact with me, and I would love to speak to you and talk to you. Any questions, let me know. This is Romella from Essential Oils for the Frazzled.